Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Special coffee break with Tara by Laura. Special because we usually don't do them on a Thursday. But today I said, what the heck? Let's do it. Let's wait until other folks get connected. Where is the people? Where is the people? Where are you, everybody? There you go. There's Que Va la Bruja. Congratulations, guys, on the opening. I keep seeing photos on Instagram. Follow Ojo de Fortuna, please. My friends are going to open their shop soon. Grand opening June 1st. June 1st, right? So, yeah, it's all exciting. And donate if you can. You still have the... you're at the shop. That's awesome. You still have the GoFundMe thing, right? We're going to share the GoFundMe thing because they need all the resources they can. A new Botanica, boutique, etc. And Pilsen. Ojo de Fortuna. So go follow them. And today, and Charlene, Tally, and I will be at the Winer Beer again by the end of May 22nd. So we join forces again on May 22nd. But for me, this weekend I will be at the plant at the farmers market on Saturday from 11 to 3. And on Sunday, I will be at La Catrina also from 11 to 3. And today we're going to pull tarot cards. As I said, I'm not going to use other tarot until the end of the season. I'm sorry. Da, 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 da. Game of Thrones tarot. The Page of Cups. When he used to walk. I know that's a cruel joke. Anyway. Hi, Lourdes. Hi, Astrid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, you know I don't pull personal questions for people who watches these videos. However, these are very nice to shuffle. Bring those questions to your mind. Bring those questions into your psyche, and may the divine answer those questions for us. Let's see what the divine, in whichever way you call it, let us see today. And I pulled 3 cards. I pulled 3 cards for today in a way of tendency, what to do, what not to do. Hi, Belle knew it. So watch out for... Hi, Tina. I said before, if you have a question, you can always book me for a private session. Tina Teapot Wyatt. You asked me the exact same question on Monday, and it's the same answer. Anyway, all of the cards came out reverse, and the first card that we have is the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is the card that is telling us not to argue, not to discuss, not to get into words with people. All right. It usually comes right side up, and it means discussions or arguments. But in this case, we are being told not to argue, not to discuss, not to stand our ground. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, Instagram. Not to get into arguments with anybody. You know, kind of like let it slide. Don't talk to people. And there is a reason. We have the Magician reverse. Okay. When the magician comes reverse, is telling us that things are not going to come or be transformed by us. I know it's hard not to argue, but here's the reason why. Your magician coming reverse is telling you, you are not going to win. You are not going to be able to change their mind. You are not going to be able to create that transformation. Remember, the magician pulls from the heavens and then transforms. And he is the path of alchemy, and then he transforms whatever he has to deal with. And in this case, the magician being reversed is telling us you are not going to be able to transform, change their mind, or, find a new way to see things. So Lourdes is asking me, does the card mean exactly the opposite when the card is reversed? Not necessarily. Each card of the major arcana has a different meaning when it reverses. Sometimes it's the opposite, and sometimes it exaggerates their qualities. It depends on where from the major arcana, which card is it, and all of that. By the way, I teach tarot on private lessons, so whoever wants to know that, hit me up. But in this case, this combination is very clearly saying, don't try to argue or change their mind, because you're not going to be able to do it. Right? So that is the what to do. Like, don't discuss, don't talk. What not to do, don't lose your stability. Try not to lose your stability. You have a 4 coins, and that 4 coins is reversed. So if this involves money or your financial stability, even less. So I know I pulled 3 cards, and one was supposed to be what to do and one was supposed to be what not to do. But when the tarot is telling us 2 things not to do, it is important. It is important that we follow that message. So the main message, don't argue, don't, right? It's a 5 of Swords reverse. Don't argue, don't try to get into anything with anybody. Why? Because you won't be able to change their mind. You have the Magician reverse. And then what not to do, don't even try to, especially if it is about financial gain or money or business in that regard. So please, please, please try to keep your cool. Remember, this is a reading for the weekend. So at least this weekend, try to keep the peace with those around you. Don't argue. Don't argue. Don't engage. Especially if people are being ignorant, Don't engage on their BS. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but try not to engage on people's drama. Most of the time, it has more to do with them and their insecurities and their projections than it has to do with you. Don't forget that. All right. Let's see what the animal oracle has for us. We have, oops, ooh, look at that. Hi, Mom. My mom loved peacocks. Peacocks. I said it wrong all the time. I'm sorry. Peacocks. Look at that. Those who speak English, please don't laugh at my way of saying the way I said it first. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? And it says, let it shine. So see, don't argue. Just keep being your diva self. Let it shine. When is the last time you shook a tail feather and shine your light for all to see? Within each of us is a peacock spirit yearning for expression, and you are called now to show the world your gorgeous creature you are, for you are a manifestation of spirit. Come out from the shadows, peacock spirit says, and show your true colors so that others might be inspired to express their own exquisiteness. Dance as if you remember that you are made of stardust and grace, filled with life force, energy, and sparkling light. You are a channel for the divine love, and your dance is one of a kind. Catch the light and help it to shimmer and dance in celebration of your good fortune for being right here, right now. Your spirit wants you to be joyful so that others might get up and dance along with you. You see how this is why I love tarot divination cards and oracle cards. The first part of the reading, the tarot, is telling us don't engage, don't try to transform people. You cannot change them, you cannot convince them, right? So you're going to do you and let them be them. But then the oracle is saying, shine your light, be you, continue being successful, continue being wonderful, continue being the diva that you are. So others might get the hint and be light and bright and wonderful, or not. But you don't have to dim your light because others want to argue. What a beautiful message for the weekend. I hope you all you do you, boo. Exactly. That's exactly it. Don't engage on ignorance. One person told me long ago, and I love this saying: ignore ignorance. Ignore ignorance. People who are trying to argue with you or trying to be ignorant is that they're being ignorant. So ignore ignorance. I love you all. Have a good weekend. Peace, and never forget that you are loved. And shine your light. Peace. All right.